Hello traders, this is Jeff. Today is Friday, February 23rd, 2024. We're looking at a chart of Block, formerly known as Square, and I was looking to do an earnings trade on this yesterday. They released earnings yesterday after the bell, and I actually recorded some video, but due to technical difficulties on my part, the video had no audio. So we're going to kind of recap briefly this morning. But we're looking at a daily chart, and I was liking this area of support in the low 60s, and the red line is the 200 period moving average at 61. So let's take a little bit of a look at the replay from yesterday. Okay, now I was showing the chart. Okay, now we're going to get into the option chain. I was showing the implied volatility, which was just under 259. I like that. And to the right of that is the expected move, which was $7.63 plus or minus. I like that. Now I'm looking at the option chain, and I was looking to do the $60 put. I was going to sell a cash secured put, and I wanted to get 81 cents or more for the trade. Okay, so I'm looking at the level 2 now, and I checked the IV again. We may have passed that. The IV had crept up. There the IV is around 260. So we'll fast forward a little bit here. Okay, I'm getting ready to place the trade, and I actually placed this trade for 83 cents credit. And you can see here I have the sell order out, and I probably also had a cancel replace. Yes, I was doing a cancel replace, and you can see my working order towards the bottom of the screen. It goes all the way across in sort of a reddish color. Okay, now we'll fast forward a little bit here. We fast forward a little bit too much. No. Sorry about this. I'm more of a trader than a YouTube techie guy, but we try to do our best with these videos. Okay, now I'll draw your attention up to here. This cell is going to change to position, POS, and you might see a little something up here. That's the fill alert from Thinkorswim. And also take a look at the IV. The IV's crept up too. We're over 262 now. Okay, we just got filled. You can see we have a position now, and I did get 83 cents. So that's all for the playback from yesterday. If you enjoy the content, subscribe to the channel, like the video. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so now we're about 4 minutes from the close. Now, I've got a 5-minute chart up of Square. This data here is post-market, and this data from here to the right is pre-market today. So we've traded up as high as 80.54. There's a couple things going to happen today. First of all, this implied volatility is going to crush. And second of all, this option is most likely going to expire worthless because we're nearly 20 points out of the money. Now, I haven't looked at the option chain yet, but I do want to take a look at the implied volatility, see where we closed yesterday. Oh, and on a side note, I took this trade yesterday at 2:55 market time. I had to be out of town for a doctor appointment. Normally, when I do these plays, I like to trade these right up to the bell. But yesterday I had no choice. So let's take a look and see how the IV closed in Square. So here we are. This is the 0 DTE now. This is my position. And holy smokes, 402.95. Oh my goodness, it's going to be interesting when we open up this chain and see. Oh my gosh, I bet I could have sold the 59 or the 58 strike for the same premium I got yesterday. Okay, so I changed my account on Thinkorswim. You can see the bottom which has my position. So let's bring up this chain here. I gotta bring up more strikes. Oh my gosh, I gotta bring up some more strikes. That's probably too many. Oh my goodness, so my 60s closed at 103 by 105. Yeah, the 50s, the last price on the 59 was 80 cents. So I probably could have got 80 plus cents for the 59s. But holy smokes. Look at this. Okay, we're a minute and a half from the bell. I'm going to pause this. And once we open, let's watch this implied volatility. And I think this updates every minute. And let's see how the 60s open. I'd say they're going to open 0 by 5 or 2 by 3 or 1 by 4 or something. They may be a little bit spready right at the bell. Okay, we're under 10 seconds to the bell here. This is going to be so interesting to see. And we're off. So here's my position. Square's opening up over $80. It looks like it's falling. 0 by 1. We're opening up 0 by 1. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm going to let this expire worthless. Now let's take a look at the IV up here. Oh, we're starting to rally. We had dropped under 80. Now we're rallying. So I'll just let this roll. Holy cow, I just looked over at NVIDIA. It's trading $805. What a beast. Okay, we're about a minute 10 into the day now. They haven't updated the IV yet. Let me collapse this. See what some of these others do as well. I haven't been looking at any of the others. Sorry for the dead air. I just thought I'd let this roll so we can see the IV crush live. Looks like the ES futures are up 22 and the NAS futures are up 80, 83. Okay, we're 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Oh, there we go. There we go. We've dropped from 4, whatever that was, down to 250. And I think this went from 120 down to 70. So maybe these update every 2 minutes. I don't have the clock showing in the upper left-hand corner of the chart here. Or, I mean, the platform. Well, this has been a nice little trade. $83 in my pocket, less fees and commissions. This trade will net out for me at $82.49. A little walking around money. Let's take another look at this IV here. And then I think I'll pause the video for a few minutes, and then we'll come back maybe in 15 minutes, a half an hour, and we'll revisit what the IVs are. I'm sure we're still 0 by 1 on the... Yeah, we are. Okay, we're 8:33. I'm in Central Time, so we're 3 minutes after the open. 9:33 market time. It's like some pretty heavy volume too traded. We've traded 6.2 million shares so far. NVIDIA's update 8:14. Holy smokes. It's a beast. Okay, we're about to tick 4 minutes into the day here. See if they update the implied volatility. Hopefully they do while we're live. Okay, there we dropped a little bit more. We went down to 225 and 66. So I'm going to pause this. I think I'll come back in about 15 minutes and we'll revisit this. I wanted to show you Square's earnings. The estimate was 2.4 cents. The actual was 45 cents. So they blew everything away. And I also wanted to point out that if it dropped and I got assigned shares, I was going to be willing to take shares at $60. And then I would go look to be selling covered calls next week. So we're about 10 minutes into the day. Why don't we do another IV check? Okay, so we've dropped a little bit from since we last looked, which was what, 4 minutes into the day. A little bit, just a little bit. Okay, it's 10 o'clock market time. I've been watching the IV the last 20 minutes or so, and we were in the 150s and we clicked up to 162, 170, now we're 173. And I think the reason is because Square has rolled over some. That's a pretty nasty red candle there, but we're still in great shape for our call that expires in 5 hours. It's probably still 0 by 1. Yeah, I'm just going to let this expire worthless. So this is how I played Square before earnings. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Good trading, everyone.